Hello and welcome to my house. It's about 11 on Tuesday morning. I have been getting the vlog up so far today, that's all I've been doing. And now I'm making a cup of tea to take down in the cellar because I'm going to do some flute practice. I have got mostly a day at home today, but I am going to try and get out for a walk later. Kettle's boiling. If you're new to this channel and you're wondering why I'm doing flute practice, well, I work as a professional flautist anyway, but also I would like to go and do a bit more study at university on it, so I'm preparing for an audition, so I've got more practice to do than usual at the moment. Anyway, speaking of which, I did 3 hours yesterday and my last hour was after coming back from Cardiff, and it was a mistake. I was so tired, I couldn't focus on it, and what I had scheduled to practice then was repertoire for a gig next week, which I really should prioritise today, because I just found I wasn't in the mood for it. I was tired and I wasn't in the mood for it. But I think if I was doing my new pieces last tired, I would put more energy into it, because they're more novel, they got more novelty value, you know. So today I'm going to do next week's repertoire second, but now I'm going to go and do some technique anyway, and I will probably speak to you after that. It's an hour later and I've honestly turned into a gannet lately, so I've done myself some toast. Oh, I need to put those other ones back in the freezer before they defrost. I'm not much of a bread eater in the house really, but the thing is, when my daughter was here I kept buying tiger loaves because she was enjoying toast a lot while she was here, and I was just freezing most of it, you know, and putting it in little freezer bags. So I've realised my freezer has quite a lot of that in there, and it's taking up space that could be filled with lovely vegetables and things like that I'm more likely to enjoy. So I'm just kind of working my way through it. And with it, I'm going to have this dal, the rest of it, that I made last night for my dinner after I came in from Cardiff and after I ended the vlog. There's not really enough for a whole meal, so I thought, I know, I'll just have it with some toast. It's very, very spicy and very, very tasty. I'm going to have a mozzarella slice or two with it. Yes, Gannet Imo is here. I think the reason I'm so hungry all the time, like literally every 2 to 3 hours, I think it's the flute practicing, honestly, because it is quite strenuous and I'm on my feet the whole time. I'm doing deep breathing, I'm constantly moving and concentrating a lot as well. It's intense. So I think that's what it is. It would have been nice to just, you know, lose a couple of pounds, but oh no, I'm just eating more. Hello, it's sometime after lunch now. I'm just carefully going through my diary here, working out what I have done already. Got a little bit carried away after lunch. I came up and I was actually eating lunch, watching a vlog. And then I thought, right, I'll just set everything up, ready to go, and opened up my emails and of course saw emails that needed replying to. So I got onto that straight away, which is now done. It was to do with payment for gigs coming up. Next job on my list that I'm going to do at the desk here is to update my bookings spreadsheet. I've got a bookings spreadsheet for just the bookings that I manage, that I do the admin for. I do get a fee, an admin fee for doing that, by the way. I'm not officially an agent, but it's kind of working out like that a bit. I quite often help my boyfriend out with his bookings, even if I'm not doing them myself. Anyway, so there's that. There's been a long email thread going back months now about a particular booking coming up in the summer, and I am mostly up to date with it on my spreadsheet, but some of the details have changed over the last few emails and I just need to just go through it very carefully, make sure everything's correct and change things that aren't. There's some gaps that I need to fill in, definitely. Yes. Right, I shall get on with that. Good, that's another thing off the list. There was 14 emails in a thread and timings had changed multiple times during the conversation thread that had been going on for 1 month. So yeah, I think I'm straight now, but they probably change again. But anyway, I've got the most up-to-date version now. Right, that's that off the list. Now, next thing I need to do is to do the gig next week. Last Saturday I had a little meeting with the other half about what repertoire are we going to play at the gig next week. See, I don't mind what we play as long as he lets me know in advance, and then I can work on it and not be on stage confused, bewildered and not happy and mess it all up because I can't remember it because we haven't played it for 4 years, that kind of thing. Anyway, so yes, we've got a list, which I've got in my Notion app currently. So yeah, I've got these. I need to run through them, but some of them I don't know how they go. I mean, I know them once I hear them, but I don't know how they go. Because just some of them I need to work out which ones I don't know how they go, and then jot down just a bar or two of them so that I can read that on a bit of paper and go, ah, it's that one, and then play it confidently. So I need to do that. And this is a bit of a work in progress, this list, I must be honest, but it's a good start. I'm editing it on here rather than my iPad because I just find it easier, especially with a nice big screen, and I can drag and drop. I need to figure out how to put images in spreadsheets in Notion. I don't know how to do this yet. I'm hoping to find out shortly, so I can just drag little images of just a couple of bars music into this so that I can access it on my iPad and phone and use it as a like to practice with, and then in the gig as well. So I'd probably do a screenshot or also maybe a printout, because you never know if you're going to get a signal at gigs, especially some of the venues I do. They can be really, really remote. I'm adding categories to these tune sets like jigs, reels, polkas, things like that. Before I'd done it by time signature. Sorry, I know a lot of people don't know what that means, but anyway, it's not enough. I need to know what types they are as well. You see, when you do Kaylee's, the caller will say, I want a 48 bar jig please, and if they're sorted in a certain way I'll be able to find them easily. It's just a way of indexing it. Is that what you call it, indexing? I'm not sure if that's quite the right word. Anyway, we find it super easily, making it very high tech. Normally IB just does it off the top of his head basically. I usually have a paper list, but we're taking it to the next level. Hopefully. Jigs. We do a lot of jigs. These are jigs as well. Okay, well I have done it, inserted it as an image, but look how small it is. I'll never be able to read that. If you click on it, it expands a bit. Oh, like that. But well, really I just want to kind of just see it, you know, easily. So I have to figure that out. But basically, when you're doing a spreadsheet in Notion, IB did tell me you have to designate which type of thing it's going to be. So I've designated it as an image. Yeah, files and media it was. That's what I had to put in. Anyway, right, I'm going to see if I can get these any bigger, because that's ridiculous. That took me a while. It's nearly 2:30, but look, I've been filling in lots of these tune starts here, and in fact I've got enough for me to go practice now because I know how the others go, so that's great. I'm on a bit of a roll. I might finish them off, you know, at some point, fill those gaps in. Be great if we had a dep to just present this list with, and they can go off and practice it and be gig ready and use it in the gig if they wanted to, if they had signal. Anyway, that's a problem with Notion, it's got to be on the internet. I don't know, I have to see if I can do it offline. Google says kind of in a limited way. I don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it enough. I've tried to use it before offline and just not been able to open everything. Some things, but not everything, and I need it to work. On my non-urgent to-do list actually is to research note-taking apps for iPad, actually, because of the offline thing. I want to be able to use stuff offline as well. Not everything I need to share with other people, but having the Notion online thing is great so that multiple people can access it and use it as a learning device remotely, especially if you're working as part of a team and you're all spaced out and you can't come together on a regular basis. Anyway, I'm going to make a coffee now, and I'm going to take it down with me in the cellar, and I'm going to take the iPad and I'm going to practice through the repertoire for next week before I get too tired. It's 3:45 now. Just spent an hour working through repertoire for next week's gig. I think I need a little snack, and I think I need a little stroll, even if it's just around the local shops or something like that. Just something to get a change of scene, get some fresh air, move my legs a bit, and then come back here. But actually, I'm wondering if they got academic diaries in for the next academic year in the works, because I was using, I'm stuck on one. It's hard to change from an academic diary, because come August you need a new diary, and you kind of just don't want to start a new diary in January when you've still got months and months left of your existing one, and it's all filled in with all your work commitments and everything. So yeah, but anyway, I quite like them secretly. I still think of September as a fresh start. Anyway, right, let's get a snack and then let's go do that. I think I'm gonna have a packet of crisps and some Easter egg. I had a break for about half an hour. Look, I get to put my shoes on for the first time. If you didn't see yesterday's vlog, I got these yesterday from Cardiff, and I couldn't believe it, because I'm normally a right old fussy pants when it comes to footwear, and nothing's ever quite right. And I saw these, my pupils dilated, and I was like, oh, they're the ones for me. Look how clean and shiny they are. I'm only going to the shop as well, just a little potter, because I need to get back and do that last hour of practice. The problem with these trousers, I have to pull them up to do my laces up, because they're like a huge hood that covers everything and you can't see what you're doing otherwise. These are easier to do up than my last ones, because these are loops and there's only hooks at the top, so they stay in place, so you've only got the top one to worry about. That's good actually, because one of the faults of my Caramores actually was that after they were done up, sometimes they would come off the hook, the second hook down, and the whole thing would just come undone then. Well, it would stay done up, but it would be loose because it would have come unhooked, you know. I'm not going to get that with these. Before I pop out, there's my puzzle update. It's coming on very, very, very slowly because I keep having days on end where I don't do any. I didn't know craft tweezers were a thing. Gets instantly distracted by the puzzles. Oh look, pack of 500 pieces there. Paris, London and the Netherlands. That's a 500 piecer as well. A cat one. Oh. I'm such a softie when it comes to the nostalgic images. Yeah, it's like 1950s looking cars there, an old van. I'm fascinated by how they've changed over the years, you know, really interests me. These boots are holding up well. I felt on top of the world boinging along in these all the way down the street. So we've still got some pandemic paraphernalia out and about. I wonder why they don't get peeled up. Ooh, like that one as well. Hey, I like the bookshop. Look, that's a 500 piecer. School leavers book. Oh, that says school leavers, this just says leavers. Not relevant to me, but oh, it's just blank pages. Oh, you could just use any old notebook, couldn't you? Oh, we've got a sale on here, look. 8 note cards with envelopes. Oh, positivity. It took me a while to get that. Florals. £1, down from £3 for 10. Not bad. I think I've got that sort of thing at home already though. I can't actually remember because I just pick things up when they're reduced, not because I need them. I forget what I've got. I need to do a bit of a stock take, I think. I haven't seen any diaries at all, so it's obviously too early, but I enjoyed me little browse around anyway. Oh, look at this. Knit a mini safari. 20 tiny animals to knit. £24. Knit a mini ocean. Oh, look at that. Is that puffer fish or a porcupine fish? I get them awfully mixed up. That's so cute. Anglerfish there. Reminds me of the anglerfish knitting thingy I saw on the bollard in Penarth the other day. I'm back and I smell of bleachy black mould spray now because I was just shutting my front door and I thought, oh, it's going a little bit mouldy, you know, in the condensation. I don't know if you have this. Condensation formed and some little spots of mould had started to grow in it, so I gave that a quick once over. I didn't film it. It's kind of bright and sunny out, but very windy. And although I think without any wind it would actually be very mild, it was quite cold because the wind was very strong. Anyway, I'm going to go practice again. I'm going to do my last hour, at least, of practice on my pieces now. And I'm thinking, would I like to go out tomorrow? You see, because I worked right through the weekend to free up some time, and I had Monday afternoon out. And tomorrow is Wednesday, and my last Planet Immo video of the week is Thursday. So I'm thinking I might try and sneak another trip out tomorrow and end this Planet Immo week with another day trip vlog, but we shall see. Because then I can work hard on Thursday and Friday at home, and nobody needs to be bored by me talking about the same things, you know, the hamster wheel that I am on currently. So yeah, I think so. Watch out for tomorrow's video. I don't know what it's going to be on yet. Ironically, the at-home ones tend to be more popular, but I don't want to keep filming the same sort of stuff all the time, if you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to get on. The metronome's gone up another notch since yesterday. I think I'm about 6 notches away from the dreaded real one, which is a lot faster than this, but I'm getting there slowly. Ooh, I went up another notch. My biggest problem with this is I just can't read it fast enough. That bit I was just playing, that was a slow bit anyway, so that wasn't a problem. But it's just, when it goes full speed, it's too fast to read. Even this, I just can't read it fast enough, so I'm playing them and then I'm pausing to just read back slowly. Did I just play that right? Because I don't want to bed it in playing it wrong. And I usually am right, to be honest, but I'm doubting myself. I'm like, oh, please don't learn it wrong, please don't learn it wrong, because it'll be stuck in your fingers then, it'll be in your muscle memory, it'll be so hard to relearn. So this is my biggest hurdle. I'm just having to memorise it, but sort of look at it for visual clues. Like, I get a clue about which bit it is by looking at the pattern and the shape of it, but it's like trying to spell out individual letters in long words at full speed, if you know what I mean. It's easier once you recognise a word and you know the shape of it. So that's kind of the point I'm trying to get to with this, that I just see the shape of it and I know how it goes, because I just can't read it that fast. Nearly. And then I'm like, what's the note that comes next? Like, eye searching, I lost my place again, there it is. See, if it was in my head, I'd just be able to do it. It will be in my head by the time I've gone through weeks of this. by June I should know it inside out. I should be able to play it without the music. Probably before then, to be fair. I was using my special trick then, which is just concentrate on looking at the first of every 4 notes and just go to those into, rather than trying to read every individual one, because it sets me on the right path for a bit. You know, because I can remember then, oh yeah, that comes, and then it's that, and yeah, I'll get there. Okay, my lovely, lovely new boots have now got their first bit of mud on them. I tried very hard not to. I was all dainty, but no, alas, it was futile. That's my shadow, that is. That gives you a clue about the sort of time of day it is. Well, I think it's about 6:30. I'm being a sissy with these shoes still. I'm trying to avoid mud like the plague, so I might be turning back on this route. This pitch here, or field, whatever it is, has been notorious for being muddy in the past. In fact, I'm encountering some right now. I don't think I will stick on this bit, because otherwise I'm just going to get mudded, very mudded. And I only want a short walk. I decided to come out. I know I had a little saunter around town earlier, but it was very brief and very dawdily. I didn't really build up any, you know, adrenaline or anything. And I'm trying to be better with walking every day, so I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to go back on a path, I think, so I don't get muddy, and then go back and cook myself some dinner. And I fancy something lentily. Let's see if I still fancy something lentily when I get back. I made such a nice lentily dal last night. Even though I've had 2 portions of it, I just want it again. Still windy. Kind of like dal, but with black beans. I'm looking forward to that. This is all the veg I have left. I've just learned my boyfriend's coming to dinner tomorrow as well, so I've got rock hard avocados that I've been keeping in the fridge as per instructions, but I've just taken one out to see if it will ripen, because they are still like rocks. And they must have been there ages now. 2 potatoes and some celery. I was rather hoping to hold off going shopping till Thursday, but I've got a feeling I'm going to have to go a bit tomorrow to get me some veggies. Otherwise, I don't know what I'll cook in, really. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do feel free to give it a like if you happen to like it. There's a playlist there of more videos from me if you'd like to watch some of those, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!